Microsoft finally swinging for the fences in terms of software and hardware. Oh man, I can picture it now. You didn't actually expect me to spend all of that time making that fight scene and only use it once, did you? Of course you didn't. It's too funny, and it's not to be taken too seriously. If you're really upset by the fact that the Xbox won, believe it or not, there are people out there that are. Go ahead and use your imagination and, swap their heads around. Make yourself happy. So, once again, guys, we are talking about some pretty interesting information coming from a first-party developer. Yes, things that were previously leaks or rumors, now we have Microsoft developers talking about these things. From Undead Labs, the future of hardware and software from Microsoft is looking bright, and he really thinks they are swinging for the fences. Let's go. So, if you've been keeping up with the channel, you know that we've talked about some leaks from some insiders that spoke of Microsoft's dedication to the next generation platform. Largely, this is due to the dispersal of the Terry Myerson bug at Microsoft. The guy that held the Xbox platform back looked at it as a side project that only siphoned funds from Windows. He is gone. Phil Spencer got the promotion. He convinced Satya Nadella that gaming is worth investing in. Satya follows through and says, Phil, do what you can, make some money, make gaming what it should be on Xbox. And now we are here with the announcement of well over $1 billion put into studios and games. 5 studios already announced and more on the way, apparently. Things are looking good. But I want you to remember one thing. The slump of 2017, part of the slump of 2018, the reason Xbox has been getting shit for well over a year and a half now is because of this guy, Terry Myerson. He is the reason funds were siphoned from the Xbox brand, game development slowed down, third-party deals dissipated, everything came to a crawl because of Terry Myerson. And Phil Spencer's had to hard reset the Xbox brand. He no longer has to answer to Myerson, he goes directly to Satya Nadella. Now, those of you that watch RDX Podcast, you know this, but we get a lot of people that only watch the regular videos and vice versa, so I figured I'd glue it all together and inform everybody what's been going on over the past couple years. Now, let's get into what Undead Labs are saying about the future of Xbox, the future of Microsoft. Now, in this interview, the State of Decay 2 design director does talk about several different things, but notably, he talks about the future of Xbox, what he thinks they're up to, and the vibes that he's getting from some of the corporate speak going on around there. He does go on to say that he gets the impression that he'll be working on State of Decay for quite some time. He continues by saying Microsoft are going to be swinging for the fences, of course, in his personal opinion. They're not fooling around, and they really want to be on top. He says not only do they want to be on top with the best games, but hardware as well. He also says that he knows they're not messing around. So all in all, pretty interesting to those that have never heard this stuff before. Now, as I said before, we did talk about some of this stuff on the podcast, but it was more like a prediction, right? We talked about State of Decay 3. We heard from an inside source that it is confirmed. It is already in development. It will be for next generation consoles. We then hear this developer say, well, I have the feeling that I'm going to be working on State of Decay for quite some time, right? He's confirming it without confirming it. He's telling you in a roundabout way that he's working on State of Decay for years to come. And that is, of course, because State of Decay 3 is looking to ramp things up above and beyond any initial plans or visions that they've ever had for State of Decay. They're going to at least double or triple the size of the studio, pump some major money. Now that they are part of Microsoft, they can do these things. So, great news, and really not surprising given the success of State of Decay 2 in the May NPD. Things are looking really good. But then he goes in to talk about the future of Microsoft, how they really want to be on top in terms of software and hardware. And he really says they're not kidding around. They're swinging for the fences. They're going all out. They're putting a lot of money into this business, investing a lot of money to get a lot of their old customers back and please the customers they already have. And that is a win-win. At the end of the day, competition of any kind is a win-win. So for those in the know, you know this story is a few days old, but I had to cover it given the fact that we were talking about all of this weeks ago, days ago in some cases, before the State of Decay developer of Microsoft comes out and says it himself. So obviously some of these sources are really on point, and I'm happy to see that some of these rumors really came to fruition, that a developer himself is literally repeating exactly what we said on the podcast. Absolutely phenomenal news. And hey, speaking of the podcast, the last RDX we did got cut short about 17 minutes in, thanks to a power outage. I was down for about 2 hours, and you know what? We decided we'll come back, regrouped, revamped for the next show, reinvigorated. But notably, Fonz did announce that that was his last show. He has some things he's got to take care of, do some things. We wish him the best. Great podcaster, great friend. But as always, we are looking to improve RDX and expand our lineup, add some charisma, add some knowledge, improve the lineup, if you will, as I feel we have always done every time we've had to add a new member. So once more, you know, that's what we're doing. I've got a few people in mind. It should be good, should be great actually, and I really want to thank you guys. Look at the numbers, the raw numbers. We have one of the largest Xbox podcasts in the world, I think right behind IGN's Xbox podcast, and we want to thank you guys so much for that support. If not for you, it just wouldn't be doable. You know, you guys are there to do what you do, and it powers the show, and we really feel like it always improves the show as well, the more engagement we see. So you guys just rock, man. And if you learned anything from this video, if you got anything from it, if you really dislike Terry Myerson, hit that like button, maybe share this video with a few friends, and of course subscribe if you're new to the channel. RDX Podcast, I'll link the last one down below. That podcast is every single Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys so much. I'm Dealer. I'm out.